It's a great pleasure to have a couple of former St Kilda players with us who are also heavily involved with the Sorrento Football Club. Troy Schwartz has been a legend of this football club for a long time. He coached them to a premiership last year. Troy, you're just stepping away a bit at the moment, but still enjoying coming to the footy to watch the Mighty Sharks play.
Yeah, I love watching the boys play. Live around the corner, so it's easy to walk down and not get bashed and abused, and I can have a beer and enjoy it. I don't have to limp home and then limp for the next few days and worry about getting up to play next week.
When you first came to the club, did you think you'd have as long as association as you have had?
Not really. I did promise Rob Pitt that I wouldn't be a fly-in, fly-out, and I wouldn't play at other clubs, and I stuck true to that. And I think I signed three-year deals, and then last year came back to play. Ended up coaching for whatever reason, but yeah. So I had 10 years, and I'm pretty proud of that. I didn't play anywhere else, and I stuck it out. And the club's in a really good position going forward, and they're still strong, so it's good.
Why are they so strong?
Well, there's good people around. You know, the committee, the club's run really well. I know that a lot of people are envious of the club, but it's run by business people. It's not run by fathers of players, so no one has an influence in terms of why isn't my son playing or why isn't my neighbour playing. They're people who just love the town, and the club is part of that. And a lot of the people that run the club believe that if you've got a good town, you've got a good footy club, and vice versa. So that's why we're a good club, is because people are invested and the people do it for nothing. It's amazing what they do in the luncheon every week, and other clubs try and do it, but they just don't have the people that we have that can do it.
You've got good sponsors too, and Mercedes-Benz Brighton, as they say. Russell Morris is heavily involved there, former Hawthorn Premiership player and St Kilda star, the man they call the Fly. Can I first ask, I can't remember, I've been told this story, why do they call you the Fly?
Oh, because people keep bringing me undone. There's a lot of dickheads here at the moment. There's one here behind the camera, which we're just going to ignore. No, but it came back from when... Piss off. So it happened in the early 80s when Alan Jeans was coach, and he accused me of being a social butterfly. I lived with Chris Langford. Yeah, right. And we used to do the nightclub circuit a lot around the 80s, and especially the tunnel and the underground and inflation, and just got a bit of a reputation. But it was all untrue. Of course it was.
Yeah. And tell us about your involvement with Mercedes Brighton, being involved with this Sorrento Football Club.
Look, we're very heavily involved with the community. Mercedes Brighton being up in Moorabbin, of course, but we're heavily involved with a lot of footy clubs around town. Beau Morris Footy Club in the Amateurs, Brighton Rotary, Sandringham Yacht Club, Sorrento Kutubo Club, Sorrento Footy Club. So getting involved in all that sort of stuff, and it's all about getting involved with community and getting something back, because they're good teams, good people, as Troy just mentioned, and this club here is a great club. And also, Troy mentioned he lives around the corner. I've got a place around the corner as well, so you walk down here on a Saturday afternoon, have a couple of coldies, watch the footy, get involved with all the people, have something to eat, and it's a great time. Lots of fun.
Now, you're involved with the Saints past players. How are the Saints current players going? I'll get a comment from you first, Russell, and then Troy.
The Saints past players are going very well. I took it over from a group of guys that did an enormous job through the 50s and 60s and 70s, and Cowboy Neil and Neil Robertson, Brian Muir and those guys. And we just needed a bit of youth back into the group. We've got about 250 now registered. We've got 4 activities during the year. We've raised money. Our mantra is basically to raise money for the less fortunate players that have toiled and their bodies are struggling to cope with injuries, knee replacements, shoulders, big problems, medical bills we help pay. And raising money for that, which is excellent. And we've got some great activities now. Everyone's very, very happy about it. But the current players, Troy, we're commenting, they are struggling, but they've got a lot of challenges. Look, the loss of Rui and Montagna, I think, has left a big hole.
It has, yeah. I think it's probably a bigger hole than what people thought as well. They thought it was 2 players who were old, and it's probably ended up being a bit more than that. So, look, they've just got to stick at it and stick together. I think we need to be pretty aggressive and try and land a big fish. I think we don't think we've ever landed the big fish, so it'd be great to land a big fish, and they need to throw the farm at Tom Lynch. He's a Sorrento boy. Yeah, I can talk to him and get him back in the Bayside. But look, that's what I've been doing. They need someone to build a team around, and it's not just one player, but it would help to have one really good one.
And one more question: first and second division nowadays in this competition, good thing?
Look, it's probably good and bad. I don't think it's great because of the crowds. And you look today, this used to be packed. If we played Rye or Dramana, this was packed. And you just get so many people locally to the games, and you don't get that anymore. And that's the sad thing about it. But I guess they've made the decision. It's good to play a better team like EDS that we've never played before, but it's sad that we don't get to play blokes that guys work with and went to school with, and that's what we've lost a little bit, I think. So that's my opinion.
Good on you, boys. Enjoy the footy. It's great to catch up with a couple of St Kilda stars and two guys heavily involved with the Sorrento Sharks.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Get your game face on.